we live. We live. We live. Royal Day. Let the players play. FoodZ recalled. FoodZ recalled in the US. Hold on. Commercial break. ASAP, I need. Oh, ball as well. Royal Day, abundance, peace and abundance. Royal afternoon, royal night, royal risings, whatever it is, your perspective areas. This is Cozmik, my UV. Tweet B. Hope all is well. Yeah, FoodZ recall in the US. You know what I mean? We're gonna breeze through a few of those. Go through a little bit of food waste, housing in Black, Indigenous people overall, etc. And then we'll get you with Wednesdays tonight, coming through the night on here. You're gonna be through here with Star. That's her show. She'll take you far, no matter where you are. I'm the co-host on Who You With Wednesdays, so it's gonna be poly talk. You know what I'm saying? So if you curious about poly, you know what I'm saying. If you don't like it, you hate it, you agree with it, you all in, you got mega perspectives, you got mega criticisms, whatever you have, make sure you fly through and slide through, you know what I'm saying, and make it do what it do. Next moon day, you'll have sacred space. So ladies, you really need to be linking up with Empress Star ASAP. So you could be a host and of sacred space. Like I said, while I said the ground floor levels, and it's just getting started. It's in the infant stages. So this the best this the best time and space to get in and invest your talent, expertise, products, etc. Once again, hold on. If you would like to do a show, interview, etc., a collaborative live stream. If you want to raise, like, you know, I used to do fundraisers back in the days, like telethons and all that. You could do like a fundraiser through here, whatever have you. You can market your product through here, whatever have you, etc. So just link with us, man. Let's do some collaboration, man, so we can help each other out. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. So let me go share it out, and I'll be right back. Oh, whew, whew. Everything's in perfect alignment. Whew, whew, whew. All right, let's get it. What we got? Y'all make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you support the show. Donate, man. Every little bit, every lot of bit helps. Every share helps. Every notification helps. So, all right. All right. Let's see what we got. Here are the major food recalls in the United States or US, whatever have you, so far in 2025, as reported by FDA. That's the ones that they report. And credible news outlets recently announced recalls. FDA listed July 25th, 2025. Reese's Fine Foods tuna salad products sold at Jewel, Osco, Albertsons, Randall's, and Tom Thumb across 7 states. Recalled July 25th due to listeria, cytogens contamination. All items with sell-through dates from July 16th through the 19th, 2025 are affected. Consumers should discard or return them and sanitize surfaces. No illness confirmed yet. All right, great stuff. Deep brand sprouted Moong, M-O-O-N-G. M-O-O is like moon, but with a G. Moong beans produced by Chitek LLC, Texas. Recalled July 16, 2025, linked to salmonella outbreak across 10 states, affecting frozen sprouted beans, right? Ariel, silver, Vobola dry salted fish by Krasny Bar Inc. Recalled July 15th through the 17th, 2025, due to botulism risk from uneviscerated fish sold nationwide. Yo Crunch yogurt cups with toppers by Danone Danone, recalled July 14, 2025 for plastic pieces in the dome topper. All right, potential choking hazard. All right, so we talk about the plastic. I did a show on the plastic stuff and plastic in the ocean and in the microplastics and etc. And they do have, I'm gonna do a show on the solutions, that a lot of the new solutions they have with AI for the microplastic stuff and etc. Earlier recalls 2025, alfalfa sprouts, Jack and the Green Sprouts, Jack and the Green Sprouts Inc. recalled in early February due to potential listeria, sold in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Iowa. Frozen supplement shakes. All right. Prairie Farms Dairy, including Lions, Ready Care, and Cisco Imperial brands, recalled from hospitals and care facilities in February due to a multi-state listeria outbreak. All right, y'all need to share this out, man. You know, you don't know what people buying, your associates, acquaintance, and etc. You know what I'm saying? Hold on for a second. But okay, with 38 cases, 37 hospitalizations, and 12 deaths. I know it don't seem like a lot. However, you know what I'm saying? Just this is why we got to read our products. We got to keep up on, you know what I'm saying? We got to do our actual study other than, you know, what's in the news and FDA or whatever. We got to do our deep research. You know, read the, like I say, read the ingredients and, like I say, check and see if certain things are recalled and different things of that nature. I'm pretty sure you got different websites or different apps that can give you notifications about shit like that, you know, food recalls or whatever. Whether you want to eat meat or not, whether you want to do whatever, whether you're vegan, meat, pescatarian, whatever. You see what I'm saying? You still need to know what's recalled. You know what I mean? Reported across 21 states, right? Rich's ice cream bars. Rich's ice cream bars. Recall beginning of June 27th, expanding through July. Expanding June 27th, expanding through July across 23 states from listeria contamination, class 2 risk. Listeria contamination. Rich's ice cream bars. Rich's ice cream bars. Recall June 27th, expanding through July across 23 states from listeria contamination. So Rich's, like rich and with an S, Rich's with apostrophe S. You feel me? Ice cream bars. So if you eating dairy, if you eat a lot of ice cream, and you know, just make sure it ain't Rich's ice cream bars or their brand of ice cream bars. So you got to find out what brands they have. All right, here we go. It has a class 2 risk, right, of listeria. Variety of ice cream bars affected. Estimated 100K plus units. All right. Estimated 100K plus units. Varieties of ice cream bars affected. All right. I mean, do what you want to do. Other allergen or contamination recalls in January 2025, including Wabash Valley Farms. Wabash, 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 you know what I'm saying? Valley Farms, Rural King. Bacon flavored popcorn seasoning. Okay. Undeclared soy. Bacon flavored popcorn seasoning. Okay. Undeclared soy. End quote. Zara Herbals. Zara Herbals. Shatavari powder. Shatavari powder. Zara, ZAARAH Herbals. SHATAVARI powder. Lead contamination. All right, lead contamination. Let's see. Shiraki Cool Curvy Puffs. Shiraki Cool, SHIRAKIKU, Curvy Puffs snacks. Undeclared milk. All right. So I mean, if you even if you doing whatever lifestyle you choose or whatever, you might need. We all need to know what's recalled. All right, whatever lifestyle you choosing to do. La Vista breadcrumbs, undeclared sesame. All right, La Vista breadcrumbs, undeclared sesame. All right, Fresh District covered pretzels. Fresh District covered pretzels. Undeclared milk. All right, undeclared milk. In late May, fresh cucumbers and salad trays containing cucumbers by Supreme Service Solutions. and Isabel's Kitchen were recalled for salmonella risk, class 1. All right. Fresh cucumbers and salad trays containing cucumbers by this company, Supreme Service Solutions. All right. And Isabel's Kitchen, okay, were recalled for salmonella risk, class 1. All right. Summary table. Month: February 2025. Product/brand: alfalfa sprouts, Jack and the green sprouts. All right, that's the name of the brand. So it's not all sprouts. It's that particular brand. Possible listeria, class 2. All right, it's Jack and green sprouts. All right. February 2025. Prairie Farm shakes. Okay. Lions and Cisco. Okay. Listeria outbreak, class 1. 38 cases, 12 deaths. Hospitals, care facility products. All right. And the first one is sold in Midwest, no illnesses. That was the alfalfa sprouts. That's sold in the Midwest, no illnesses as of yet. May 2025, cucumbers/salad trays from Supreme/Isabel. All right. From Supreme/Isabel. Okay. Salmonella contamination, class 1. Fresh produce recall across several states. All right. That's highlight. January 2025, snack foods, various brands, allergens, toxins, soy, sesame, milk, lead, varies, risk class varies, multiple undeclared allergens recalls. So this is why we have to read the labels. I mean, do what we want to do, but we gonna pay now or pay later. Remember I was saying that? Rich's ice cream bars. All right, that is June through July 2025. Rich's ice cream bars. It has listeria, so it's been declared. All right. It has cases of listeria, class 2, 100K plus unit. That means people is consuming the hell out them shits. So, all right. Rich's ice cream bars, 100K units recalled in 23 states. July 20. So we going slowly up. The ones that is the outbreaks. July 25th, tuna salad, razors, RESER, RESER, fine foods, listeria in breadcrumbs, class 1 moderate, delis in Jewel, Osco, Albertsons family stores. So if you shop at Albertsons family stores, if you see RESER, RESER, fine foods, salad, tuna salad or whatever have you, if you feed it to your cat, if you feed it to yourself, whatever, you know what I mean? All right. July 25th, sprouted moong beans, MOONG beans, salmonella, deep brand. That's the name of the brand. Deep, DEEP brand. Salmonella contamination, class 1, frozen beans distributed nationally. So that's all over everywhere. You know what I'm saying? July 25th, aerial. So if you cook with beans, whether it's with meat, without meat, we just need to know what's going on. You know what I mean? Ariel silver, vobla fish, vobla fish, VOBLA fish, Ariel silver vobla fish, botulism risk. That's why I say y'all seafood lovers. I know y'all be saying I just eat my seafood. You need to be really checking in on this seafood shit. You know what I mean? Real shit, man. The tunas, the salmon, the whatever it is you consuming, fam. Do what you want to do though. Class 1, vacuum sealed fish with uh, viscera intact. Um, yeah, intact. July 25th, Yo Crunch is all one word. Yo and Crunch, all one word. Yo Crunch. Yogurt toppers. It's yogurt. It's like yogurt toppers. Danon. Danon. All right, Danon. Plastic contamination, and I heard of Danon before too. Sound familiar? Danon, class 2, choking hazard from dome topper. They just got to just make redo their tops, not plastic, and they should be straight. You know what I mean? But they probably gonna anyway. Yeah, that's their thing. That's their situation. What to do? Review your pantry or refrigerator for any of the listed products. If affected, do not consume. Either discard the item or return it for a refund. Clean and sanitize any surfaces that came into contact with contaminated items, especially for listeria-prone foods. Check lot codes, UPCs, and through use by dates via FDA's official recall notice. All right. Despite a slight decline in overall food recalls in 2025 compared to last year, see, I should have went last year. We might do a show part 2 on the 2024. You know what I mean? Fewer class 1 recalls as well, according to FDA data. The presence of serious risk salmonella, listeria, botulism continues to make vigilance important. All right. Why does the United States have so many foods recall year after year? Why does the United States have so many foods recall year after year? Make sure you subscribe to this. Again, I don't care how you eat, you feel me? Just you got to know what you eating. If you should be, if we, them, they, those should be eating it at all. You know what I mean? Touching it at all. It shouldn't be touching it our surface anyway. The U.S., whatever, experiences hundreds of food recalls every year due to a mix of systemic, environmental, industrial, and regulatory factors. Here's a breakdown of why food recalls are so frequent. Mass production. So this mass produced shit ain't always, you know what I mean, the way to go. You know what I mean? Come to quality. You see what I'm saying? Mass production and industrialization of food. That means taking it out of the simple farmers, man. The farmers to the, what they say, farmers to food, to the farmers to plate. You know what I mean? From the farm to the plate. Most food in the U.S. comes from large-scale industrial farms that you already know. Your boy Bill Gates, I gotta do a show on this guy. You know, he done bought up a lot of farmland and all of that. So I mean, you gotta go ahead and do some little homework on that. You know? So this is why we say it's important to start your garden or to do garden co-ops and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We say this stuff, you know what I mean, because the diseases start with, of course, in the mind, in the brain, and in the thoughts. However, it has a trickle-down effect, and it worsens with the foods or the snacks or the whatever stuff we consume. So, industrial farms and processing plants, all right? A single contaminated batch from one facility, just one of them. A single contaminated batch from one facility can affect millions of products. Did you hear that? Let me say that one more time. A single contaminated batch from one facility, okay, can affect millions of products across the country. Now take that statement right there and apply it to anything else. What they say, one bad apple spoils the bunch. One, negative energy or consistent negative energy, unproductive energy. Man, one single contaminated batch. Damn, man. This is why they call what? Quality control. This is what quality control is all about. We got some comments flying through. You know what I mean? We gonna make it do what it do. Give me un momento. Example, a single plant. I just need y'all to hear that. A single plant producing salad kits, yogurt, or frozen meals. So the microwave meals, Hungry Man meals, all of these meals and all of that, those microwave meals for multiple brands increases the risk of widespread recalls. A single plant, that means a processing plant. Okay? Processing, that means one of them. It no matter where they located. Salad kits, yogurt, or frozen meals. So any type of variety of them frozen, ready to go meals. You know what I mean? So fellas, if you consuming that processed food, so we just not on you just to be on you, whomever it is. You hear me? Oh, they just want everybody to be vegan. I'm just saying, know what you're eating regardless of what you're going to be. Okay, now, frozen meals for multiple brands increases the risk of widespread recalls. Number 2, high risk of contamination. So when they commercialize farming and, messing up all the farmers, whether they indigenous, copper tone, black, or European, or genetically modified, whatever, when they start messing with the crops and then they wanted to speed up the process of the growing, they wanted to make the chicken bigger and all of this other stuff. You know what I mean? That's why I was saying to people, it's not that much chicken clucking and fucking and whatever for you to have that much chicken that's going out. I'm just telling you. You hear me? It's got to be some GMO something. You hear me? Anyway, and they already show you on different TikTok and different. They print a lot of the printed meat. Anyway, okay, high risk of contamination. Common foodborne pathogens like Listeria, Salmonella, E. coli thrive in meat, dairy, sprouts, and processed foods. Let's go back. Listeria, okay? Salmonella, especially in that seafood shit, and the seafood with this Listeria too, and the E. coli, all 3 of them. So for all of y'all, I just eat seafood, fam, all 3 of those are in different varieties of seafood. So do what you want to do with that. Thrive. It says thrive. So it pretty much don't even matter how much you wash it off for real. You feel me? Unless you can literally genetically go in there and create the stuff yourself. You hear me? Or just extract it yourself. You hear me? It says it thrives in meat, dairy, sprouts, and processed foods. So yes, it fucking matters about your fucking diet. Yes, this is why it's diseases in the goddamn it foods be. Yes, it matters, man. The U.S. uses cold chains, and long distribution networks, which, if compromised, make contamination easier and harder to trace. So that means when the shit happened, they aren't able to even find it. Did you hear what I said? That means there's probably more stuff out there than is able to be reported. That's why I be saying to y'all, you got the reported and the unreported. Cross-contamination, you learn this with any type of culinary training. Cross-contamination, all right? Cross-contamination is shared in shared machinery is also a major source. That means if they aren't cleaning the machinery properly, they're not getting it inspected properly, etc. If it's out out of code or whatever. You hear me? Huh? 3, complex supply chains. Complex. We gonna get to the comments. We on the way to the comments. They flying through. Complex supply chains. I'm gonna keep giving you data so you have more and more comments. Just keep them flying through. I got you. Complex supply chains. Many products are made using ingredients from multiple countries, each with different food safety standards. Huh? Many products are made using ingredients from multiple countries. So they're using ingredients from multiple countries with different food standards or no standards at all or low standards. And then they're going to contaminate your farming and shit here and undermine whether you black, white, pink, blue, orange, unless you are a supplier to a major company and you are letting them and you rocking with them or you in the bed with them, quote unquote, so to speak, in business. They want to undermine all the independent, interdependent, whatever farmers or whatever growers or whatever here, but then they'll go out to where whomever the fuck they getting this shit from, you hear me, and think, oh wow, well, hey, all right, I'm pretty sure they're not consuming the shit, so you know they're gonna distribute it. They're gonna distribute it to everybody else. You know what I mean? This big ass lab experiment field type shit. Anyway, example: spices from India, fish from Vietnam, and vegetables from Mexico may be processed together in the US. Huh? This complexity makes oversight more difficult and increases the chances of overlooked hazards. So they're not going to be able to keep up with it because they want to keep going the cheap way. And then they want to accelerate the process by injecting whatever in the plant, so in the soil or chemtrails or whatever, you know, fucking them with the rain, cloud seeding, or just a bunch of shit that is gonna affect the crops and how they grow and the speed of the growth and all of that. You feel me? They fucked up the seed supply. I mean, man. Anyway. 4, overuse of chemicals. Do you hear that? Overuse of fucking chemicals, additives, and GMOs. Overuse of chemicals, additives, and GMOs. So it's not just vegans and the plant-based people who talk about it. You feel me? You need to know about it, whatever lifestyle you choose to do. Preservatives, enhancers. Alright, so this child has breasts or whatever, not supposed to have whatever, abnormal whatever. That's because it's enhancers in it. It's enhancers in the damn food, ain't it? Preservatives, artificial coloring, and genetically modified ingredients, GMOs, are common in American food process. In American processed foods are common in American processed foods. And we already did on how the fucked up foods affect your brain and affects your fucking way of thinking. Most motherfuckers aren't thinking clear. You know what I mean? Over time and space, the interaction of these synthetic ingredients can create what? Unintentional allergic reactions or health risks, especially if not properly labeled. All right, or you just didn't read the label. Okay, if not properly labeled, or if you didn't read the label. All right, some recalls happen because of undeclared allergens. So when I be saying start a neighborhood garden, if you on the street and you got all of these different houses, go ahead and y'all start a neighborhood, you know, a block garden, you know what I'm saying, co-ops, so you can know where your food is coming from, where your soil is coming from, or 246. Shop at the farmers market or fresh, or get in, business or collaborations, or link with different farmers that got fresh goods. You can know what things are coming from, and you can know they process. And even if you don't know they process, you can still pop out on them. You hear me? You like food. When it comes to food, you like shit to be as transparent as possible. Okay, milk, soy, sesame, etc. A growing concern, especially for anybody. It doesn't matter, especially, I don't even want to say especially men. It's just anybody. Some recalls happen because of undeclared allergens. Milk. They say milk is an allergen. And most damn near over 70% of melanin indigenous copper tone black are what is it? What is that shit? Lactose intolerant. Soy, sesame, etc. a growing concern. Five, strict but reactive FDA and USDA oversight. Don't forget USDA, y'all meat eaters. You hear me? You carnivores. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, and USDA, U.S. Department of Agriculture, are tasked with regulating food safety. So now, we just said earlier, they aren't able to catch the stuff because of the way they process the shit, process the food, their way of processing the food and the people that they're getting it from. And then they want to speed up the processes. These agents often act after contamination is discovered, not before. They often act after contamination is discovered, not before. So that would basically mean they are poisoning you intentionally. I mean, maybe not. Maybe my brain worked different. The U.S. has one of the most transparent recall systems in the world. So, I mean, hey, I guess we got to get more into the know. Whom, them, they, those. We got to get more into the know. Not believing nothing. What might go unreported elsewhere is public here. Did you hear that? So it's public record, y'all. So this is why it is so frustrating for people that are more into the know, whether they're highly into the know, slightly into the know. Yeah, it is frustrating to talk to people that just be saying, well, anything could kill you. I told you that be zombie talk. I be telling you. Companies are companies also voluntarily recall products when there's even a slight potential liability to avoid lawsuits. Ain't it, man? More food testing. 6, more food testing and consumer awareness. That means you, them, they, those, grandma, nana, pop, uncle, homeboy, shorty, chick, girl, whoever. More food testing and consumer awareness. They do have food testing kits. They have water testing kits. All right. You can get water drops to test the water, whatever, different variations. All right. Technology has made it easier, so we say, to detect contamination. So they say now. So if technology has made it easier, why don't they detect it before people are contaminated? Okay, easier to detect contamination, toxins, and allergens. More routine food testing, quality audits, and interdependent watchdog organizations lead to faster and more frequent recalls. Social media and public health surveillance quickly spread awareness, pressuring companies to recall quickly. See, it's how you use your platforms, people. Don't be sheeple, It's how you use your platform, people. Don't be sheeple. 7, profit-driven food industry. That means they just give a fuck about the bottom line. They don't care about the quality control. Do you understand? They are going to contaminate your soul, ain't it, man? Many companies cut corners. Do you hear that? Many companies cut corners. Many companies cut corners in sourcing hygiene, in sourcing hygiene or inspection to save money. Low wage workers, so that means you think them warehouse workers are so insignificant, but they handling important quality goods and products, right? She moved. All right, hold on. Commercial break. All right, we back. No slack in the back of the act. All right, y'all should be sharing this out, man. This is very vital. Like I said, no matter what lifestyle or food choices you, whatever, you hear me? I mean, this is about heightened awareness, and because it's like they said, it's public record. So I mean, hey, now it's just choices now. So this is where the frustration comes in at. You hear me? Low wage workers, rapid production lines. That means just a fast process to get the shit through, and poor quality control increase the chance of contamination or mislabeling. So even if you read the damn label, the shit still could be incorrect. This is why we need the quality check. The right quality check. Climate and environmental factors. The rising temperatures and shifting climates cause more bacteria to thrive in environments they previously didn't. All right, let's get to these comments. Emperor Star, take you far no matter where you are. Once again, Who You With Wednesday is coming through tonight on Cozmik Mind UV. Is coming through tonight with Emperor Star, taking you far no matter where you are. And we're going to do, I'm the co-host. We're going to do some poly talk, and we're going to let the truth walk, baby. We're going to do some poly talk, and we're going to let the truth walk, baby. All right. So we need to grow our own food, indubitably, and then we have to check the sources of where the seeds are coming from, etc. All right, and the soil and all of that. It's unfortunate, y'all. We got the quality control check all of it, because they aren't doing it. Those, and if they are, that's getting to a lot of it, and some of us still getting through there. We need land or get out of this country. This is Emperor Star taking you far no matter where you are. So processed and frozen foods are the worst foods to consume. Oh man, hey, let's keep going. Let's see and figure this out. You know what I mean? Let's see what it's all about. Let's figure it out. See what it's all about. Make sure you share, subscribe. Make sure you like, you comment. Make sure you donate to the channel. Make sure you donate, man. We need every little bit, a lot of it helps. Every share, every subscription, all of that. You know what I mean? That helps us stay motivated and inspired to take you higher. All right. For the elevator shot and for the near shot. All right. Let's go. It says droughts, floods, we've been seeing the flooding for whatever variety of reasons, and supply chain shocks also lead to poor storage, rushed shipments, and weakened oversight. This is why it's important to support your melanated and Black indigenous grocery stores. However, you still need to question their processing, where they're getting their foods from, those trucks they be dropping the foods off in the back. You know what I mean? You as the consumer, it doesn't matter how simple of a consumer you are. You feel what I mean? You could be the average, below average, whatever consumer, high consumer. You that's worthy of question. Like, you know what I mean? Where do you get your lettuce from? Where do you get your sprouts from? What brand do you get your? Are you aware of certain companies to recall? You could take a list to them and say, hey, do you have any of these companies and with any of these products or any of their products because they have a fucking recall? That's just what it is. You know what I mean? Summary: why the U.S. has so many recalls. All right. Reason: industrial food systems. One issue affects millions due to scale. They want to scale it. They worry about it. Bottom dollar, bottom line, dollar. It ain't just about it's not about quality control. It's about dollar bill, y'all. You know what I mean? And deep all this other stuff. Anyway, global ingredients, varying safety standards and oversight. Allergen sensitivity, increasing recalls due to undeclared allergens. Advanced testing, more contaminants are found earlier. Regulatory transparency, U.S. discloses more than most nations, more than most. Corporate negligence, corporate negligence. Cost cutting sometimes bypasses safety. So while they're funding this shit and they're funding the process of it being fucked up and lack of quality anyway, environmental changes, worsening storage and contamination risks. Final thought: more food recalls don't always mean the system is quote unquote worse end quote. They can also reflect better transparency, detection and public accountability. However, the root causes like over processed foods, industrial shortcuts, and lax safety checks remain major issues that disproportionately affect health, especially underserved communities. And you already know who we gonna get to, right? Suggested food places to shop for fresh, real foods. Here are some trusted places to shop for fresh, real, whole, minimally processed foods. Because all of them have a process, but you want it minimal process as possible, and natural, holistic as possible, and emphasize on quality, transparency, and access to non-GMO, organic, or local produce. All right. Top suggested food places for real foods in the U.S. 1. Local farmers markets. Why? Direct access to fresh, seasonal, often organic produce grown by local farmers. Bonus: builds local black and indigenous food economies, often cheaper than grocery stores. So if you want to save money, there you go. Localharvest.org, www.localharvest.org, all one word. Search your city for your local farmers. That's for me too, you hear me? Localharvest.org. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out myself, ain't it? Number 2, co-ops and food collectives. Why community owned markets that prioritize health, fair trade, and sustainable farming. Examples: PCC, community markets, Seattle area; Rainbow Grocery, San Francisco. You know what that is. Detroit People's Food Co-op, black owned. Tip: many offer bulk grains, natural oils, raw honey, herbal medicine, and sprouted foods. All right, let's go. 3, black-owned health food stores slash farms, bookstores, herbal stores, etc. Support real food systems built from and by indigenous Coppertone, etc. black communities. The Nile Valley Aquaponics, Kansas City, Missouri, Sankofa Community Farm, Philadelphia, PA, Earth Seed Farm, Sebastopol, California, Cali, Afro Indigenous, Black Farm Fund, connects you, Black Farm Fund. So check that out. Make sure you check out the Black Farm Fund. Connects you to farms and fresh food delivery services. All right. Black Farm Fund. Let me write that down myself. Black Farm Fund. All right. And it's find more at what? www. Black Farm Fund. All one word. Black Farmer. My apologies. Black Farmer Fund. Blackfarmerfund.org. Blackfarmerfund.org. All right. See how we share? We share. So make sure you share this. Same way we look out and share, make sure you share this. Make sure you subscribe. Natural organic grocery chains. Best picks. Sprout Farmers Market. Affordable fresh produce. Bulk items. Note non-GMO. Good for herbs, grains, and oils. Natural grocers, 100% organic produce, strict standards. Notes also has supplements. Whole Foods Market, wide organic options, pricey, however, better transparency. So you may as well just go into the market, farmers market. Thrive Market online, non-GMO pantry, staples and snacks. Membership needed. Delivery to your door. That is Thrive Market. That's online. Trader Joe's. Some organic produce, low prices, limited local sourcing. Community supported agriculture. CSA. Community supported agriculture. We need to, form some agriculture co-ops. Why? Get a box of fresh, local produce weekly or monthly from nearby farms. Localfarmharvest.org. Seasonal eating, nutrient-rich foods, supports interdependent or independent growers. Places to avoid if seeking quote-unquote real food. Dollar stores. Ultra, that means super duper dumb retarded processed, ultra processed, expired, GMO heavy. Mainstream gas station marts. No fresh food, chemical laden snacks. Big box stores, Walmart, Walmart, etc. Big box stores, Walmart, etc. Cheap produce, however, often low quality. Cheap is not always fucking better. Long storage time. All right. These are the places to avoid. Dollar stores, mainstream gas station marts, big box stores, Walmart, etc. All right. Fast food chains, highly processed, GMO, oils, preservatives. What to look for, checklist. Organic and non-GMO labels, local or regional sourcing. No preservatives, dyes, artificial flavors. Whole grains, raw produce, nuts and seeds. Cold pressed oils, fermented foods, wild herbs, free range hormone free meats, free range, hormone free meats. So if y'all, again, if you gonna be a meat eater, whatever you gonna do, at least eat the quality stuff. If not, plant-based. Okay, if not, plant-based. All right, they have plant-based meat, y'all, so it should be no excuses at this junction. I mean, really, 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 really. All right, bonus: urban and rooftop gardens. Look at that. Urban and rooftop gardens. If you're in a city, which a lot of us are, those. If you're in a city, look for a urban farm collectives. Look for urban farm collectives, community gardens, or hydroponic indoor farms, Some offer volunteer for food programs and educational and or knowledgeable workshops on growing your own. How do Black people move forward with knowledge of what's real and what's not? For Black people to move forward in this age of deep deception, mass consumption, and spiritual awakening, we must return to truth, discernment, and collective self-determination. Is a direct and holistic guide to move forward with the knowledge of what's real versus what's not in food, culture, spirituality, economics, and identity. Reclaim the power of discernment. Start questioning everything with some type of, questioning everything. That's great. Not just to be rhetorical. Food labels, media narratives, religious doctrines, school curriculums, even family beliefs. Ain't that something? Use the conscious mind we did the conscious mind versus unconscious mind. Make sure you check that show out. Use the conscious mind to filter truth from illusion and delusion, while trusting your inner chi. We did that. Energy versus inner chi. We did that show. Go check that out. Gut plus your soul, in parentheses. Practice stillness and meditation to strengthen your internal compass. Tools, books by Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Amos Wilson, Sabi, and Dr. Africa. Daily reflections. Daily reflection: is this information liberating or limiting me? That's the daily reflection. Return to real foods and ancestral healing. Real food equal food with a soul. Real food equal food with a soul. Whole, unaltered, grown from earth, not made in labs. All right. That means even processing plants, warehouses, all that shit. All of them classified as big ass labs. Remove what's not real, GMO, synthetic, over processed, quote unquote, soul food. Which was survival food. Let's keep emphasizing that when y'all keep talking about, we got some soul food, that's survival food. It hit me. That's when motherfuckers was giving you the scraps, man, from what was said. Relearn the medicine of the womb, herbs, fasting, sea moss, roots, and alkaline balance. Ask, would my ancestors recognize this food? Great question. 3, educate yourself. Unlearn and relearn. Real knowledge empowers, not entertains. Oops. Real knowledge empowers, not entertains. And that's what a lot of y'all want me to do. Be an entertainer out this bitch. Look, you better come get this goddamn this elevation for the nation and get the hell up out my damn face. It says real knowledge empowers, not entertains. Learn what is stolen African indigenous history versus whitewashed history. What are your real values versus what was programmed into you? Ain't it, man? Who benefits from the lies you've been fed? Ain't it, man? You, them, they, those. You hear me? Study areas. This is the areas that you, them, they, those should be studying. Epigenetics, symbolism, etymology. This is all of the stuff that Cosmic Mind UV emphasizes on. I be getting on a lot of motherfuckers' nerves. However, this is what your fuck ass need to be studying. Epigenetics, symbolism, etymology, especially this spell ass language that people be saying. You know what I mean? Y'all morning ass people. Metaphysics, natural law, that means universal principles, and African and or indigenous cosmology, hidden inventions, spiritual sciences, and financial truths. Rebuild black economics around what's real. Real wealth isn't just money. Let me say that one more time. Real wealth isn't just money. It's ownership, land, wellness, legacy, and networks. Your network circle. I did shows on your network circle, didn't know, a video or something. Support real, black-owned farms, schools, banks, wellness centers, tech, and art. We gotta have to say that until it's nauseating, overly nauseating. Dismantle what's not. Dependency on fast foods, Eurocentric standards, toxic fashion, celebrity worship. Ain't it, man? Action. Start community gardens, co-ops, skill shares, bartering systems. Ain't it, man? Reprogram the subconscious. Many black people are still acting out trauma. Many black people, indigenous, copper tone, are still acting out trauma, illusions, and fake identities from colonization. All right. All right. Affirm realness daily. I choose truth over tradition. End quote. I choose truth over tradition. End quote. I trust what aligns with my spirit, not what's sold to me. End quote. I trust what aligns with my spirit, not what was sold to me. End quote. I am not what I was programmed to believe and not know now, because there's a lie in the middle of that. But anyway, I am not what I was programmed to believe, not know. End quote. 6. Live in alignment with nature, spirit, and culture. Real life is rhythmic, holistic, and in harmony with nature. Detach from what's artificial. Detach from what's artificial. Toxic relationships. Do you hear that? All varieties of them shits. All right? Even with ourselves. Huh? All right? What they say? Old habits die hard, ain't it? European time cycles. Artificial foods. Media distractions. All right? Ain't it, man? Detach from what's artificial. This is why I bother so many of you. Huh? Cause y'all be wanting it, and y'all want entertainment, ain't it, man? But that's so good, cause I got an inner to attain, ain't it, man? The minds of the limited, ain't it, man? We got an inner to attain that shit, the same way this other shit is, ain't it, man? Detached from what is artificial. Y'all love that word so much. Toxic relationships. Even with ourselves. Way of thinking, etc. European time cycles. That means you niggas celebrating this birthday shit. These hollow days. All this bullshit. I mean, this shit is funny as shit to me at this juncture. That you gotta keep telling these supposed to be black and bright, beautiful black people the same shit over and over again. Real spiritual power is within. Ritual dreams, intuition, ancestors. Connect to sun, moon cycles, water, fire, soil, indigenous Indo-African spiritual systems, Ifa, Kemetic science, Vodun, voodoo, whatever, you hear me? Huh? Get in your bag, man. Get in your ancestor bag, man. For the ones that want Sam, tap dancing and shit, you hear me? Good ass workers, you hear me? Move in collective unity, not solo enlightenment. Do you hear that? And see, it's hard not to move with solo enlightenment, because when you get with beings that are sharp, it's like motherfuckers want to outdo you. Man, that happened in both joints though. That happened with people that aren't as far and as savvy on their shit, and it can happen with people that are. So it's just like that Eurocentric fucking psychosis filters in somewhere, ain't it, man? Alright, anyway, man, move in a collective unity, man, not solo enlightenment. Real progress from indigenous Capital and the original black people is collective, not individualistic. One conscious person must inspire 10 others. Do you hear that? One conscious and or aware, awakened, etc. person or being, etc. must inspire 10 others through example, not ego. Heal the village, not just yourself. Heal the village, not just yourself. See, this Eurocentric shit taught you how to be individuals and not move as a collective. This is what the fucking problem is, little niggas. Little niggas. Form healing circles, or whatever shape it's gonna be. Awaken and or conscious family compounds. Then we do family compounds. Then we do a show on that. Sacred schools, just like sacred space that's coming up with Empress Star, that's gonna take you far no matter where you are, ain't it, man? That's coming up Moon Day. Alright, what else we got? Sacred schools and bookstores, etc. for the next generation. Summary: how black people move, or the indigenous, the original people, Capital, etc. forward with what's real, ain't it, man? Dominion, food, what's real? Earth grown, alkaline, plant-based. What's not? Let go of processed GMO, chemical filled. Mindset, what's real? Self-taught, ancestral truth. That's the most beautiful teaching of all, ain't it, man? To be self-fucking-taught, ain't it, man? God damn. What to let go of? Indoctrination and victimhood, ain't it, man? What's real? Economy, ownership, bartering, co-ops. What to let go of? Consumerism. Damn, I gotta do a show on consumerism. I gotta do a show on black people, goddamn consumerism, B. Damn. It says consumerism, dependency, and or chasing clout. Huh? It say do what? Let go of consumerism, buying shit with no rhyme or reason. Just to impress people that don't give a fuck about you, and you don't give a fuck, so you claim. Ain't it, man? Dependency, chasing clout. Let go of that shit. Melanin, indigenous, original beings, rulers. Huh? I'm gonna do my sound effects. You look, I got my sound and shit right with my mic and all the sound effects shit right. Cause I'm supposed to have some shots fired at you little niggas. You little niggas. Identity, divine beings, original people. What's real? Let go of colonized labels. Ain't it, man? Trauma-based living. Ain't it, man? Trauma-based living. We gotta do a show on that. Damn. It's a lot of great topics. Damn. Whoa, 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 whoa. Spirituality, what's real? Intuition, ritual, inner guidance. That means understanding. What did he be saying? He said inner understanding. God damn it. What to let go of? Blind religion. Outside validation. So when I say you are the higher motherfucking power, health, what's real? Herbalism, fasting, breath work, etc. What to let go of? Pill popping. That means whether it's in the club and party culture or the entertainment rock culture on down to our elders that get this subscription drugs to drug them. Huh. People really don't know what zombies are. Like, motherfuckers don't realize motherfuckers is literally, we looking at functioning zombies, like, for real. It says let go of pill popping. We gotta do a show on that. Now we got so many shows. We gonna be up to 600 in the next couple months, ain't it, man? Blind religion, outside validation, pill popping, surgery culture. Let go of that. It say what's real? Unity, collective healing, real relationships. Ain't it, man? Transparent, authentic. Ain't it, man? Let go of what? Isolation, fake followers, ego tribes. Ego tribes. Make sure you share this. Make sure you share this out. You know what it's all about. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get the subscribers up. This is worthy of your support, B. No-brainer type shit. Ain't it, man? Final word. No matter how you feel about me, man, you know the message is what it is. Every time. Let that free your mind, ain't it? Final word. To know what's real is to live in what? The truth in the booth, nigga. To live in the truth, huh? And live in truth. And to live in truth is to liberate not just yourself, however your people. Cosmic guidance. And they spelled it with a C-O-Z, M-I-K. Ain't it, man? Compared to other countries, how much food does the United States, this place, whatever you want to call it, Temeria, America, whatever, huh? Africa, Egypt, whatever you got. How much did this place waste? The United States, this place, wastes more food than any other country in the world. Than any other country in the world. Both in total amount and per person. This country went at all the wrong shit, ain't it, man? They went in their debt. They went in at obsolete systems. They went in at everything that's the wrong stuff to be winning at, ain't it, man? Here's how the U.S. compares globally. U.S. food waste, the shocking facts. Not what you think and believe, the facts, baby. Ain't it, man? That's why we bring these checks and balances. How much does the U.S. waste? Estimated 30 to 40% of all food in the U.S. is wasted annually. That's around 130 to 160 billion. A billion pounds. Or let's just get more specific. You know, why not? Why not be more specific, ain't it? Because they love accuracy, Cozmik. So let's keep shooting this shit like Ray Allen mixed with a little bit of Reggie Miller, mixed with a little bit of Mitch Richmond. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Or 60 to 70 million tons of food each year. 130 to 160 billion pounds. And you should just look into your holiday season when y'all be celebrating how much food is wasted then, instead of you just taking it to the shelter or taking it to that person that you see at the light that you be seeing that be having a sign that you be saying fuck them, or they might be faking. Hell, we all faking it. Ain't it? Damn. That's my Earth mother say. She say, some of them homeless people be out there be fake. Huh? Damn, they don't like Cozmik, man. They can't stand no shit like this. They cannot stand no shit like this. Because the famous phrase was what? That was you heard it. Don't even act like you ain't heard this phrase before. What until you make it? Come on. What until you make it? Fake it until you do what? Yeah. This equals 400 plus billion dollars of food, worth of food thrown away. Much of it still edible. So salute to its small non-profits or for-profit organizations that use edible food or whatever have you to, do the services. However, that is a sensational business model. You hear me? For whomever that is listening to this. You hear me? You get in with farmers, Whole Foods, whoever, and they always have an overflow of something. See, y'all gotta start paying me for the game, baby, ain't it, man? Huh? I'm not even in that game and can give you the game on it, ain't it, man? God damn. This is what that cosmic mind be about. What? Why he say cosmic mind, man? What you mean we can have more food grocery stores? Just they say it can't happen overnight. Why not? All you gotta do is go to food banks, go to different food banks, go to different whatever food source places, farmers, get the overflow and start look like in the hood and start a stove. And start a stove. Ain't that, man? I know you say store, but start a stove. You hear me? That seems like as easy as it go. Ain't it, man? Man, these motherfuckers crazy, man. These motherfuckers, they ain't hitting that flow, man. They ain't ready for that type of shit right there. Okay, on average, each American, or whatever you want to call it, whatever it is, Indian, whatever, okay, waste over 250 pounds, 113 kilograms of food per year. U.S. versus other countries global comparison. All right? See, instead of saying what you think, you come to Cozmik Mind UV and hear what we know. Ain't it, man? Let's flow. Country, U.S. Annual food waste per person, pounds per kilogram / kilogram. 250 to 130 pounds, 250 pounds / 113 kilograms. Total national food waste estimate, 60 to 70 million tons. Notes, #1 food waster globally. And polluter probably too. You gotta love being #1 at all of the wrong things, ain't it, man? You gotta love being #1 at all the wrong bullshit, ain't it, man? And I thought this show wasn't gonna be that important. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's why I listen to that audiobook say, just do it anyway. Ain't it, man? Australia has 220 pounds, 100 kilograms, 7.3 million tons. 7.3 compared to 60 to 72 million. Higher per capita waste. United Kingdom, 150 pounds, 70 kilograms. We going lower and lower. We got to start from the highest to the lowest, ain't it? United Kingdom, 150 pounds to 70 kilograms, 9.5 million. Well, what Dr. Evans said, million for billion tons. Strong anti-waste policy. All right. Canada, I thought they were more green, ain't it? Don't think, we gotta know though, god damn it. 175 pounds, 80 kilograms, 11 million tons. Large contributor. Germany. The first word is germ, ain't it? Germany. Ain't it, man? They gon' Germany. 150 pounds, baby. 70 kilograms, huh? 11 to 12 million tons. Improving due to EU laws, European laws, huh? That's EU, ain't it, man? Japan, 130 pounds, 59 kilograms, ain't it, man? 6.5 million tons. High awareness, strict standards. India, 45. They the low, huh? 45 to 55 pounds. That's less than some of what your children weigh, ain't it, man? All right, let's go. 20 to 25 kilograms, 65 million tons. 68 million tons. High total due to population. However, low per capita. Global average, 155 pounds, 70 kilograms, and 1.3 billion tons total. UN FAO estimate, all right? Key point, the US wastes more food per person. Oh, you want to talk about waste? We don't even want to get into the waste, but we gonna keep going. We hopefully this will goddamn change your goddamn face, ain't it, man? Then nearly every country, ain't no nearly, it is every, including wealthy and developing nations. That means the ones that's not even developing yet, or developed yet fully. Huh? Where the waste happens in the U.S. Where is this stuff coming from, Cozmik? You talking all this stuff and this waste stuff. Where is the source of the problem, Cozmik? Let's change the goddamn beat of it. Let's change it. Oh man, the source. Households. You ready? Percent of waste. Are you ready? To rock motherfucker steady. Especially you people with a big ass household, 8, 9, 10, 12,000 people. Ain't it, man? You definitely be wasted. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. Percentage of waste, 43%. That's the number one. Households. Example, leftovers, overbuying. That come with that damn consumerism. Them isms. Expired food. Alright? That means we're not eating it fast enough or in a timely fashion, space fashion, to where it doesn't expire on us quickly because it's supposed to, because it don't have preservatives. So it's supposed to expire on you fairly fast. They put all the other shit in it to make it last. Retail stores, 13%. Overstocks, damaged packaging. Restaurants, 16%. You thought they would be more than the damn households, ain't it, mine? No. I guarantee you, if you walked up to any average person and said, hey, who wastes more food? The average household or the average restaurant chain? I guarantee you most people would say the restaurant chain. Correct? Most likely, maybe not. Cozmik don't be knowing. Look, oversized portions, spoilage. Farms, 20%. Isn't that something? Unharvested crops. Aesthetic standards. Food processors, 8%. Isn't that something? These motherfuckers the lowest out of all of them. Trimming, waste, quality control. Consequences of U.S. food waste. All right, that's why we're going to do recalls and waste. So you're getting a combo deal today. Consequences of U.S. food with 25% of U.S. fresh water is used to grow food that's never. I need you to let all of that process in your brain. See, this is why I need my sound effects. That means we just waste. You talking about wasted water? 25%. That's a solid percent of U.S. fresh water is used to grow food that's never eaten. I need you to let it sink all the way through your brain. Let it sink all the way down. All right. Wasted food equals 8 to 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. So it's not just in your household. This is affecting everything. 1 in 8 Americans or whatever have you, including indigenous, copper tone, black, and brown communities, faces food insecurities while tons are thrown out. Now, either there's a lack of knowing and knowledge, or there's just a lot of wasteful ass motherfuckers. Or it's just a little bit of both. Or a lot of bit of both. Most wasted food ends up in what? Landfills. Not compost. Creating methane. Especially you niggas that eat turkey and shit during that fucking and ham and all that bullshit. You're infecting the environment, meat eater, because you want to eat meat so fucking bad. Huh? Y'all don't want to hear this shit, man. Y'all don't be ready for this type shit, because they be thinking this shit is just their own small little ass world. But then when you times your small little world times 1,000 million other small little individualistic ass worlds, that shit affects a lot. What can be done, especially for Black, indigenous, original Black communities? Create community fridges. Community fridges and food co-ops. All right. Shop and cook more intentionally. Don't overbuy. Shop and cook more intentionally. Don't overbuy. Support local farms and rescue programs like Food Not Bombs or Imperfect Foods. All right. Make sure y'all share this. I mean, the simplest joints, man, be the greatest shows. Isn't that something? Some of the most informative, data-packed shows, man. Push for policies that redirect reuse foods to schools, shelters, and elders, or underserved areas. Educate the youth on gardening. Educate the youth on gardening. Let me see. Composting and food sovereignty. Final thought. The U.S. throws away enough food to feed every hungry person on earth. I need you, them, they, and those, to let shit like that sink the fuck in. Let's give it a spin. It says the U.S. throws away enough food to feed every hungry person on earth. Earth or earth. However, real change starts at the plate, in the mind and in the community. Commune with your unity. How is there, this is the last thing and we wrapping up for the day. How is there people in the U.S. without food if it's such huge food waste? Isn't that a great question? Huh? Yeah, I know it is. That's the heart of the injustice. Isn't that something? And a powerful question. I know it is. I know. You have to think of gratitude. There is more than enough. Food in the U.S. In fact, the food the U.S. produces almost double the amount, because some of it's GMO and all of that shit too now. We gotta understand that now. And that don't mean it's quality. We gotta understand that. Then they getting it from outside sources that probably ain't quality. We gotta understand that. I'm gonna just call them black market. No, foreign market. Let's say foreign market. Okay. Produces almost double the amount of food, just like money and currency, which you don't have to back anything with it. It needs to feed everyone. Yet, millions of people go hungry every day. Especially in the indigenous, Black, and poor communities. The reason isn't scarcity. We want to talk food deserts and all this shit. That don't exist. The reason isn't scarcity. Do you hear that? It's a broken, profit-driven system. That's the core of the damn problem, the ailment, whatever. Rooted in inequality. Why are people hungry in the U.S. despite food abundance? Food is treated as a commodity, not a human right. Ain't that something? Isn't that something? Food is produced for profit, not for people. Isn't that goddamn something? So of course it's not going to be healthy for you. Oh man, we gotta come on with the Shimon, man. If it isn't if it isn't or can't be sold, it's often thrown away, even if perfectly edible. Stores and restaurants are legally liable if food causes illness. So they toss it rather than donate it. Hmm? Truth, not belief, or maybe truth. Food waste is more about capitalism than actual spoilage. Ain't that something? Systemic poverty and inequality. Millions of Americans, especially in indigenous and or black brown communities, live in poverty and unable to afford fresh, healthy food. I wonder why. Even with jobs, many people earn low wages that don't cover basic needs. Government food aid, quote unquote, like SNAP, end quote, is often not enough and full of restrictions. Many live in quote unquote food apartheid, end quote, zones where access to real food is limited by design. Food deserts and food apartheid. In poor or urban neighborhoods, there are no grocery stores, only liquor stores or gas stations. They got grocery stores, it's just your choice and selection now at this junction. Because they're going to come around you to push off, they got to push off some of the trash product for somebody. I mean, come on now. Fast food everywhere, which it is, however, no fresh produce, which again, that's on the people, that's the consumers to start their own farmers markets. It don't matter who you are, it don't matter how big it is, start the shit small. Huh? A table in the booth, put the food on there, sell it. Just like the person pull up with the watermelon man, salute to him. This creates health disparities, obesity, which is a huge concern in the melanin, indigenous, and black goddammit shit, and diet-based diseases in the black community. It's not a desert, natural lack. It's apartheid, intentional neglect. There's a huge difference. Boom, 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 boom. Whatever my earth is creating in there, it smells stupendous. And I know it's going to feed my cells. And I know it's not going to calcify my pineal gland. Ain't it, mine? It's going to activate my chakras. Wasted food is locked in the supply chain. Farms overproduce. However, food is rejected if it's quote unquote ugly, misshapen, or imperfect, end quote. Slightly too ripe or small. This is the shit this is why they're turning down the shit now. Not profitable to harvest. Stores toss food based on sell by dates, not actual spoilage. Okay? This is why I like the show called Adam Ruins Everything. Restaurants discard huge portions, uneaten food, and bulk prep items daily. 40% of food waste happens after production. Not because it's inedible. Lack of redistribution systems. The U.S. lacks organized national system to rescue, redistribute, or compost wasted food at scale. I mean, this is simple fix shit. This is simple shit. Local food banks help, however, aren't able to keep up with the waste or reach everyone in need. Strict health codes make it hard to donate leftovers. So they're gonna restrict you from doing this shit, especially hot food or perishables. That's why you should aim for non-perishables. So then you can kind of get around the bullshit. The contradiction. Enough food exists to feed people struggling with hunger. Over 350 million Americans, or whatever you are, over 44 million Americans. Estimated food waste over 130 billion pounds slash per year. That's a billion now. Why don't we have more black owned grocery stores, farmers markets, small markets? It don't even matter, just a market, goddamn it. Main reason: profit, not access or supply. What needs to change? Systemic. Treat food as a human right, not just a product. Mandate edible food donations and create tax incentives for businesses. Invest in community-based food systems, co-ops, gardens, black-owned farms, etc. Community. Build mutual aid networks and community fridges. Support black food justice organizations. Soul Fire Farm. Black Church Food Security Network. Teach youth how to grow, cook, and protect real food. Individual. Shop with purpose. This is your individual, because we know you just like you, me and mines. 3, 4, 5. Me and mines, because I know that's how most people's mentality is. So individual. Shop with purpose. Support local. Buy what you need. Compost the rest. Learn to preserve food. That means canning and different things of that nature. Freezing, fermenting, drying, etc. Vacuum sealing, freeze drying, etc. Raise awareness. Your voice can challenge the system. Final thought. Hunger in this place is not about having enough food. It's about who controls the food, who gets access to it, and who profits from keeping people hungry. Ain't that something? That's what it's all about. Alright, this is the last section, y'all. Overview. This is the overview. Here's a deep overview of food waste and everything we covered, alright? For black people, indigenous, copper tone, the original people. Mental programming and misinformation. If you control a people's food, you control their mind and health. Let's go back. If you control a people's food, you control their mind, body, soul, spirit, and health and wealth. All that shit. Black, indigenous, copper tone communities have been systemically, whatever have you, misinformed, whether by choice or whatever, about what's real, from food to health to identity. Processed quote-unquote soul foods, end quote, was rooted in enslaved survival, not true ancestral nutrition. Eurocentric education, media, and science often label real healing foods and spiritual practices as quote-unquote dangerous, quote-unquote fake, or quote-unquote unproven, end quote. This disconnect leads to mental confusion, chronic illness, and spiritual disempowerment, food apartheid, and health crisis. Food deserts, really quote unquote food apartheid, dominate. I think it's a book on that too. It was a black apartheid. Yeah, one of those dominate black neighborhoods. Um, because they're just experiment areas, they're experiment labs where a lot of black people just dwell at. No access to real food, just fast food, liquor stores, and gas stations, and bodegas, etc. Low quality processed food leads to high blood pressure, diabetes, obesity, cancer, mental fog, and depression. So that's pretty much what you're seeing. A bunch of walking, functioning zombies. That's it. That's it. I told you I could tell a lot about you by what you buy in your food basket. We wrapping it up. Indigenous black children grow up not knowing, not believing, knowing what real food looks like, tastes like, all of that. You have to know that you have senses in our tongue. And your tongue could be desensitized to the bullshit you eat, ain't it? um, Knowing what real food looks like, tastes like, etc., let alone how to grow or prepare it. The system feeds black people disease, then sells them the cure through big pharma. Then sells them the cure through big pharma. The system feeds black people, which we know that by now. We should know this by now. And sells them the cure through big pharma. The U.S. food waste is a symbol of disregard. While the U.S. throws away millions of pounds of food, millions of black families live in food insecurities. Elders choose between medicine and groceries. Children eat school meals filled with GMOs and sugar. Then you talking about something wrong with your children. But like I told y'all, a lot of y'all are contributing to that shit because you're lazy. But anyway, the food system is built on profit, not people. So stop saying it's so much shit in the food because they are doing it for profit. So, come on. Especially not melanated people. The waste isn't just physical. It reflects a disproportionate hold on. Get my phone right here. Reflects a disposability of black lives in the eyes of the system. The waste isn't just physical, it reflects a disposability. That means you're disposable of black lives in the eyes of the system. The economic control through food. Healthy food is priced higher, placed Damn. All right. Here we go, man. Here we go. So we can't say this is food because it's chemicals. If it's deteriorating you, them, they, those, it says healthy foods is higher priced, placed further and marketed as elitist or not, quote unquote, for us. Lack of land, capital, access prevents black communities from building food sovereignty. It's not in lack of knowledge and wanting to do too, you know what I mean? And you just fucking lazy, you know what I mean? And it's your choice as well. A lot of you motherfuckers ride around and you just make fucked up choices every time you put some food in your mouth. That's just what the fuck it is. The processed food industry profits heavily off black consumers. So let's stop saying, why is the black woman, the black man, the youth, whoever, the most obese? Because nigga, they what? Profit heavily off your black ass. So let's just stop acting like we duh about shit. You hear me? Huh? And there's not no fucking food if the shit is fucking you up. That will make it a chemical, a toxin, or some type of dangerous ass substance or some other shit. Hold on, commercial break, y'all. All right. It's all good. If you did stay this long, great. If you didn't, that's great too. You'll see the rest. Okay. Processed food and even advertising sugary cereals, sodas, and liquor, specifically in black media. Black dollars are captured while black health declines. Black dollars are captured while black health declines. Loss of connection to ancestral wisdom. Before colonialism, African, indigenous, etc. diets were plant-based, alkaline, spiritual, and seasonal. Colonization and enslavement, etc. broke this connection, replacing foods with pork scraps, lard, corn syrup, bleached flour. Spiritual healing through herbs, fasting, and ritual was demonized. This still is. Rediscovering real food is rediscovering our divine DNA. 6 barriers to rebuilding the truth. Many black people want better, however, face lack of education and or knowledge is no excuse. On real versus fake food, still no excuse. No land to grow food, still no excuse. Generational habits rooted in, well, it is excuses, however, undermining in this system, fuck you over. However, at some juncture, this shit got to implode on itself. Generational habits rooted in trauma and survival, mistrust of the medical system and holistic health due to confusion and manipulation. Awakening is happening, however, it's uphill against centuries of deception. Pathways to liberation. If you want to control a people, control their plate. If you want to control a people, control their plate. If you want to free them, teach them to plant. Black food liberation equals black mental, physical, and spiritual freedom. What that looks like, re-education and or knowledge, knowing, not believing, knowing what's real, what's fake, and how to choose truth daily. Ownership, land, seeds, water, and local food networks. Healing from healing from inside out. The plant-based, alkaline, ancestral foods. Unity. Black co-ops, gardens, community kitchens, herbalists, youth education and on knowledge. Reconnection to earth, the ancestors, and the wisdom of nature. Final word, and we are done for the day. Well, we got Who You With Wednesdays coming in tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern. In a little while, in a few hours, 9 p.m., 9:30 p.m. Eastern, between 9 and 9:30 p.m. Eastern, depending on, on the space or whatever. Make sure you check that out. There'll be Poly Talk too. And so, like I said, y'all come through with all your little comments and all your whatever, your comments, your big comments, your medium, small, whatever. The war against black people isn't just in bullets and prison. It's in food, schools, and labels, and the distractions. However, we are awakening. We are remembering. And once we reclaim what's real, we become unbreakable. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Who You With Wednesdays coming through tonight. With Empress Star should take you far no matter where you are. I'm the co-host. We will be coming through here, Cozmik Mind UV, with Poly Talk tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all come through with the Poly Talk. Empress Star has Sacred Space coming up this moon day. So you need to link with her ASAP. The show must go on with or without you. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna build with or without you. And like they say, today's price ain't yesterday's price, or yesterday's price ain't today's price, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure you get in at the ground surface floor while it's in infant stages, Sacred Space with Empress Star. She's seeking 2 more hosts and or co-founders of the idea and or creation. So make sure you link up with her. And guess what? Cozmik Mind UV.